and it actually rolls through her.
That's what I thought.
That's what I thought too. That's why I wanted to touch her.
However, a few moments pass, and you notice her look down and go, you just hear a, huh. And she scutters over and bends over as if to pick the glass up in front of her.
Does she pick it up?
As you wait and see, she reaches down and she picks it up. However, wits plus composure, please, for noticing.
It's going to look
All of us?
Except the glass, but it also stays on the ground.
Should I roll this too if I want to see?
You're close enough. You can roll this too.
There we go.
It's exactly as Scott said. She seems to be picking up and examining it, and yet the physical object itself is still on the ground, and yet she's holding it.
Is it the exact same cup, or is it?
It looks exactly the same.
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. How peculiar.
And after she
touch her, Maggie.
Do you do anything before she finishes examining it?
I want to examine her.
Do you want to like approach her?
No, I just want to like stand there and watch.
So you're just gonna watch and see what happens then. Same thing for you, Dave, and everybody and Moose way back there, and Thomas is
so I'm gonna call back to Thomas, who's like keeping eye. Like, Thomas, you seem to photograph odd things. Do you know anything about fires?
I have photographed a fireplace before, yes.
Not a fireplace.
I've burned a few buildings down.
I'm actually look at Moose and be like, seriously?
They were small.
No, I'm being serious. Have you burned down a building before?
Yeah.
Oh, I've taken pictures of burnt buildings, yes. After arsons. It's incredibly interesting.
When I was examining when Ben attacked, he had clear burns on his body in his changed form. I think there's a connection.
Do you think there was a fire here before?
Thinking back now, with this new information, does the damage to the apartment, like the Silent Hill mode, does it look like fire damage?
You think on it. You've never seen a burnt down building before. However, Thomas and Moose definitely have.
Well, apparently Moose was an arsonist.
Yeah, very.
He just does all the odd jobs that the map.
It's like, go do this.
Can you both please make me the memory check, and both a +2?
I've seen a lot of
Intelligence
photos and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a journalist.
Journalist, you may also make the same roll. You make a good point.
Yeah.
What are we rolling?
Intelligence plus resolve.
Oh,
Plus
no, I did chance die. Sorry. I did chance die. I'm fixing it.
Oh, okay.
Intelligence, resolve, plus what?
Stupid.
You did a chance die? It doesn't say you did a chance die.
It does. That's why it
It's got
says
a little
OC and it has 0.
Oh, yeah. I got
you,
you.
Moose.
So,
Thank you.
Moose, re-roll.
I did.
Okay. 3
One.
and then 1. So, Thomas, you're not entirely sure. You've never really gone into one of those buildings before, usually from the outside. Maybe hired to do so, maybe because it's also artistic. So, you take your shots. Moose, now that you think about it, no, yeah, the doctor has a point. Deborah, yet you think back to researching and seeing pictures as well. The doctor has a point. There's similarities between the peeling wallpaper and the kind of destroyed.
It does kind of look like there was a fire. I mean, I've seen quite a few cases.
I look back to Moose and Thomas, so you guys hear her, and I look to you with the communicate with my eyes because people do that. And what about you guys? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
looking
peeling
for their
wallpaper, but no smell. I mean, usually there's a burning smell.
True.
Yeah,
Yes,
does this place smell?
Nope.
Even when we're in the rotted area, does it stink?
Nope.
Like rot?
Does the rot that you did smell, which I did describe before, was that of a decaying body.
Okay.
Oh, hey, if it's spreading, because you had asked Thomas about that. If it's spreading, then it's gonna spread where it's gonna spread funny. You know what I mean?
I know that this is the house of the couple. Do I know kind of the layout of what the manor was like before?
No. It was torn down long before your time, more or less.
I mean, I can assume a bedroom would be in a higher floor.
Maybe. It's a possibility.
How many floors is this building?
This building is 7 floors.
Yeah, okay, so that would have been the full...
Yeah, manor.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna call people over. Like it's like quick powwow.
As you do that,
I literally use my character is like so deep in thought. He's like pacing slightly. And, like, his hands are on his chin.
who's still close to the maid at this point?
I'm the
Deborah?
closest, but
Okay.
to the maid. But I
Yeah.
think I'm turning around to walk towards Constantine now that he's like trying to gather everyone.
Okay, so nobody's paying attention to her at this point? She's
I mean, I'm
still-
still watching.
Okay. Because she's turning around at this point to curiously, after she's done inspecting the glass, she does make a turn to inspect where it comes from. Deborah being the only one that's within, because where's Constantine right now in regards to the maid?
I'm a double move away from the maid.
Okay, so you can see, not as well as Deborah, but as she slowly does turn, it's almost as if the final puzzle piece clicks into place for you. You turn, and what you see is her face horribly disfigured in some way. She looks curious, and her face it's weird. Her actions don't match that of the emotions being expressed on her face, Deborah. She seems curious about where this glass came from, and yet the contortions of her face is that of agony, pain, and sadness. It looks as though she would be screaming right now, her mouth agape in sheer terror, her flesh destroyed and possibly burned to unrecognizable
Okay.
to see. But however, her mannerisms are that of a calm, inquisitive woman. And she doesn't seem, at least immediately, doesn't seem to see you.
I don't think she sees us, but she looks horrifying. I think you're right. I think there was a fire here. And I'm like backing up slowly.
Yep.
Getting closer.
You all do a powwow as Constantine did.
So I'm gonna bring up. I glance at her, see her disfigured face. So here's my thinking. Somehow we're interacting with this building before it was destroyed. Clearly, it burned down in some way that was uncouth, old-fashioned word. And I think our best bet, we have to find Janice and we have to get out of here. Here, I just want to throw this out to the group. When we get to the elevator, do we go up or do we go down?
The floor we couldn't get to before was floor number.
Anything below floor 5, and you couldn't get to floor 7.
Yeah.
I say we go up. It seems like the damage is below us.
And the floor 7 is where the gunshots initially, the very first gunshots you heard were up one.
Hey,
floor.
I got an idea. You're saying because this happened because a ghost fire or something?
Yes, a ghost fire.
You can't, or a demon fire. You
I
can't.
love that anytime anybody calls Moose out on the ghost thing, he's like, or
Demon.
demon.
You couldn't go down, right? But we could go up. Well, maybe we can't go down now. Like we couldn't go to 3. It was 3.
Well, why
Now
don't
we can't go
up?
to 4.
We have the maintenance elevator now.
Yeah, we're going to the maintenance elevator.
Now, hopefully,
I don't think you
Bernie
know what
isn't
I'm
going to
saying.
affect that.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Moose. Please enunciate.
Please elaborate, Moose.
I don't know your fancy words, but but before we could get to 4, but we couldn't get to 3. Now we're
Correct.
on 6. Yeah, 6. And he like looks at a sign near him. Yeah, on 6. And why do they do letters for numbers? Whatever. So,
I'm zoning out.
but can we get to 4 still, or can we not get to 4?
You guys
Because
couldn't
like
get
the
to
fire
4.
is.
We can't go down.
Oh, sorry, 5.
Yeah, okay,
Jump
gotcha.
the number by 1 then. It was last week, you know. So
No, okay.
then can we not get to 5 because now it's too much fire? You
I don't know, and I don't want to try. I want to find Janice, and I want to head up. That is what I say. What say you all?
I'm fine with this.
I agree.
I start walking away, not grabbing the body next to me.
You leaving the guy down.
No, I'll say like Moose, the man, please.
And I'm gonna go open Janice's door.
Okay. You open Janice's door, and the scene is very much what it was when you left it. Poker cards on the table, chips, food, drinks, beers. Kind of
Janice,
left haphazard.
Are you in there?
No response.
I guess I'll move
Ollie,
into the room.
so just a reminder, this floor is where Ollie's apartment is.
Mm.
Dave's, yours was down a floor.
Yeah.
Maggie's is on this floor as well. Maggie and Tom and Ollie's apartment are on the 6th floor.
I'm on floor 3 because life hates me.
Yep. And Maggie and Constantine was on the 5th. While you're on so out of curiosity, is there a plan to just hurry up and get to the 7th floor as fast as possible, or is there time to do you guys want to, like, now that you know you're kind of in trouble because you weren't last time you were on the 6th floor, as a reminder, do you guys want to rummage through your apartments for useful things? I know last episode Ollie did talk about wanting to use his red room for the pictures he took, so that's why I'm bringing it up.
That'll take too long.
Yeah, it will take a long time, but it depends on what on.
Well, isn't that like just soak them?
Yeah, but there's a process.
No,
I could do
I'm
that
not assuming.
while
No, I know that, but like process 1 would be soak, and then like come back, and then like.
But then you move it into another one. There's like 4.
It's like 3 different types of chemicals.
Yeah, and then
it's a whole thing.
I thought there was a gap of time between each step. I could be wrong.
There is. It's a very precise.
It would be possible. It would still be like a time sink.
Okay.
Here's what, because I could be incredibly wrong, so that's fine. But in my mind, if you were going to do it, I would say I was going to say 15 minutes a picture. At least get it up hanging and drying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's probably fine.
Sure, yeah, I'd go with that.
Still, if we were talking about it in character, he'd be like, the only thing, if we're going on the roof, then we need a way off the roof, and I don't have enough rope in my bedroom to climb off a 7-story building.
So we can't use logic as far as that goes, in my opinion. Let's just.
We still need to climb off the roof, so we could like get all the bed sheets and all the fabric we can, and do Moose's idea of tying it together. That's not a bad idea.
I have a feeling I have no idea what we're gonna find up there. Getting bed sheets for makeshift rope.
I think we need to help these souls. I think it has something to do with what happened here before.
At this point, Thomas takes one of the beers from Janice's table that still has most of it in it and just drinks. And it's just like,
well,
we're not helping damned souls. That's not a thing that happens in the world.
Well, I'm not saying that we are, but I'm not saying that we're not.
I actually agree with Deborah. As I said...
I mean, you saw the same thing as we did, Thomas.
Pity.
There's something wrong here. And it is not of the normal nature.
Well, what do you plan to do? Because I'm not intending to go talk to that poor damned woman.
I'm going to jump in and just say, let's quickly check Janice's apartment, see if she's here. Just walk in every room, yell for her. If she's not, both of you...
We're doing this in her kitchen.
Do we have to walk in the rooms? Janice! Just like walking out into the hallway yelling.
She might be unconscious.
I'm going to open her bedroom door and go looking around.
Poke around.
So when he says in there, start walking off and doing that stuff, I'm going to turn to him and say, do I carry her too, or are we going to drop one of them?
I'm just going to smirk. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Oh, I'm glad you're making that decision. And I put the guy down and like rub my shoulder again because he's not light.
I'm going to open as many doors as I can.
Okay, so yeah, hit me again. I know I think I have an idea of what you guys are planning to do, but just simply hit me with what the 4 of you plan on doing right now. What is the plan?
Okay, so the plan is, this is my plan. I'm gonna stay in Janice's room. I'm gonna look for anything useful. I'm looking for her first. I recommend that Deborah and Thomas, they go to individual apartments.
We were in her apartment before you.
What?
So we were in her apartment before you.
At least Deborah went into the apartment first when she came back from the...
I just like that you're just coming in here like, you go somewhere else. I was like, I was here first.
No. Okay, yeah, my point is, but like, okay, whatever order you want to do this, but I hang here. Like, in other words, you guys just kind of quickly look around. You go to your individual rooms. And
your
Moose
apartments.
Apartments. And Moose hangs out in the hallway and just listens for a shout in case.
Okay, so those who are inspecting Janice's room, please roll me an intelligence plus investigation checks.
Okay.
So that's like all of us right now, unless Moose.
Except for Moose, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Moose has got a poor shoulder.
All right, intelligence plus what?
Investigation.
Moose is just hanging
One
out in the
success.
hallway looking to see if
Okay.
anything's coming at us. He's not searching rooms or anything like that. He's playing guard. So,
Yep.
And I looked it up to develop a piece of film enough that you can actually like review it, though it's not like the super high quality at that time.
It's hours, I think.
No. It's a couple of minutes.
Because then
Oh.
it gets clearer over time.
Yeah, exactly. If you have
But
the
in
correct
the
solution, and it's not
dark
final
room.
print, it's not.
Look at it.
But it's actually a couple of minutes, and that's just for like the review phase. So like you can get details, but not perfect.
All right, cool. All right, so
We have to set up those
LED.
chemicals. It takes time to like get the right temperature. Who knows if Ollie has that?
none of you succeeded amazingly, but each of you got one success. So it's going to be kind of a joint effort as you guys are looking around. And you're actually, as you're looking around, like I said, everything seems normal. Janice is not in this apartment. She's not in her bedroom. She's not in the bathroom, no matter what you look. However, as you're exploring and looking around, you actually notice weird little things. The table where the poker chips and the poker cards are, that all looks like, on first glance, it looks exactly how you left it. However, wait, there's a few cards missing from my hand. I had a full hand when we stopped playing, but now there's only 3. And why is that? Didn't we all have a beer? Why is Constantine, you look at you're like, why is my beer missing? It just seems little things are missing.
I'll notice the card in my hand.
Yeah, it's like your hand is missing 2 cards. Dave's missing a beer. Thomas is missing like the cigarette he never got to finish smoking that was lying there.
Something's off here. What happened to my cards?
At this point, why are you questioning it?
It just looks different. Does anything else look odd to you?
Yeah, I nod. Yeah, I noticed it too. There's a few small things different.
As long as there's not bloody raving men trying to tear my face off, I'll take this over the alternative, please.
So I'll look to you two and say, is there anything in your rooms that you would like to retrieve?
I don't have anything that's going to help us with this. Might have some research I could look through.
Research. I think I don't know how much time we have.
So Deborah wants to go to her apartment. Thomas wants to go to his. While you're in your apartment, Thomas, you want to develop some pictures.
No, actually, I want to drink.
Okay, that's fine.
That's my priority
More or
right
less,
now.
How much free time are you free time, quote unquote, allotting yourselves before you get ready to get on the move again? And then what are you going to do during that time?
50?
I don't know.
Ish? I
I might just look in my room to see if Janice is there. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time in there unless
Sure.
like people think I should. But
Do you want to investigate your apartment, or do you want to do a quick sweep of like Janice, no Janice, I'm out?
checking if Janice is there and just looking at, investigating to see if anything seemed off like the other room.
Same thing, intelligence plus investigation while you go to your apartment. Thomas,
Would I use eidetic as well, memory?
Yeah, you know what? Because absolutely.
It's
You
my
get the bonus
apartment.
'cause it's your apartment. You would know exactly how things are. Thomas, while you're in your apartment, what do you plan on doing?
So immediately, first of all, I spend like a good chunk of the time I'm investing just like going to a decanter, slouching and drinking.
Absolutely. To the point of being drunk?
To the point of being fuck it, I'm useless anyway. To the point of being drunk. I mean, my vice is gluttony, you know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're dealing with demons.
Yeah.
Drinking's appropriate.
Exactly.
Drinking to take the edge off, appropriate. Drinking to be drunk and maybe be a burden to your friends, gluttony.
There we go. And then I will process. I'm trying to think of what photos would have been useful to process. Probably like the first couple that we took.
Missed.
Where it's like.
So you took pictures of a bunch of things. From my memory, you took a picture of the outside the window because it was a blank void. You took a picture of the dead guy after you got shot.
Dead guy in the hallway.
Yeah.
That's definitely one I want to do because I'm more interested in the hallway.
So if you remember what you took, do you remember what you took pictures of out of curiosity?
Yeah, it's at the hallway. The dead guy in
I guess the better question is, what do you want to process?
The hallway and
the
the
guy
mist.
And
That's
the
all.
mist. Okay, not
Just
a problem.
2.
We will get to that. Then we'll say you drink for a good 10 minutes and then you process 2 pictures, more or less.
I process and then I process.
Yeah, exactly. Maggie, your role yields very similar results to the Janice's apartment. Little things are out of place. A hairbrush is missing. Your lipstick is moved from your bathroom to your nightstand next to your bed. a cup that you had left out to get washed to clean is now not there anymore. Little tiny things seem to be missing and out of place. Just enough to make you feel like someone has been in here while I was gone.
Can I
And no sign of Janice, I'm guessing.
No sign of Janice. Moose, what do you...
ask something, because she has eidetic memory?
Yeah.
Does it seem like someone has been in here, or does it seem like maybe how it was the night before, or sometime in the, like, something she would have done? Does it seem like...
Yep, I got what you're saying. Yep. It seems like somebody's been in here.
Okay.
Things don't... Yeah, like the way things are... The things that are missing and where things have been placed are not something that you do out of habit or the way you kind of go about your day.
Okay. So it's definitely like someone else has been here or lived here or something.
Definitely been here.
Okay.
Dave, you're staying in Janice's apartment, you said, right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
I'm looking for like anything that looks useful.
And Moose is guard dogging.
Guard dogging, yes. If people are starting to move about on the floor, so not in that one apartment, which they are, I'm actually going to go to the stairwell and see if it's coming up. But before I do that, are there multiple stairwells?
Just one.
Just one stairwell? Is that stairwell on an outer wall of the building, or is it somewhere in the middle of the building?
Outer. End of a hallway at the end.
Is there any other way to see down, or is it all just like 4 walls, floors, and you just have to use one stairwell to go up and down, or an elevator?
It's a stairwell or elevator.
Cool. So looking down, does it seem like it came up further than last time?
Make me a memory roll.
Memory roll from where it was before?
Yep.
Okay. Here's a question. Is it on this floor yet?
No.
Because I would remember that.
Yes, I know. Yeah, for sure. But no, it's not on this floor yet.
Intelligence resolve, which is a chance die for me.
Oh, is it? That's unfortunate.
Of course.
Listen, when you punch somebody, though, they go down, and they go down fast.
The build works.
Yeah.
I got a 7.
That's a chance die?
That's a chance die.
One intelligence, 3 resolve. Why is that a chance die?
Because what... Oh, sorry. Wait, what did you say? Oh!
I said memory. Yeah,
memory. I'm sorry. I was thinking investigation. Never mind.
Okay, re-roll. That says 0 because you said 0C, right? That's a chance.
Yeah.
Give me a re-roll, fam.
Same result.
It doesn't look like it to you. It's not on the, and like you said, it's not on this floor, so that's a good sign at least.
When
I'm in my room,
Mhm.
And things look different, is there like a newspaper or something of that sort?
You have like a stack of newspapers. Absolutely, you do.
Can I look through those to see if it's
You can do a quick
something
filing.
off about them? Like they look like it's not today or something?
Yeah, you absolutely are welcome to. As you are going about them, nothing seems off about the newspapers. Everything seems to be exactly as if there's no newspapers missing, at least from what you can tell.
Then I'm going to go back to Janice's room.
Absolutely.
Can I investigate a hunch?
Yeah, sure. What's the hunch?
So does she has a bathroom?
Oh, okay. That was Scott making music.
Sorry,
what was that?
Janice, I assume, has a bathroom.
Yes.
Does the bathroom have a mirror?
Yes.
Can I look in the mirror? Do I look completely normal? Or anything? Is anything off about my own appearance?
We'll get to you in a second.
What?
Yeah.
I was like, I would have seen that 'cause I would have gone in my room.
And cut to break.
You said
knew
that
it.
my lipstick
We'll
was
cut to break here in a second. Thomas, you're looking at your pictures as they're slowly developing.
I'm on top.
And they definitely look not like you remember. First thing that, what was the 2 that you developed? Hallway body?
The dead guy in the hallway, and then the dead guy with the mist coming out of it and Moose punching him.
Right, gotcha.
The
Dead guy in
one that was just
hallway
earlier.
That was all tattered up. The image that is developing before your eyes is of a simple man in simple clothing that looks like he's from the 1950s with some bullet holes in him.
Okay,
Dead
so
on the
it's what it would have been in the real world.
Correct.
Mm.
Your green mist picture yields nothing but a picture of a wall. You don't see green mist.
That's even more interesting.
But you do see the dead body on the ground that you all saw from Moose kneeing him and breaking his neck.
Okay, that further complicates things. So after spending way too long doing this, I'll go back to Janice's and tell them. But it depends if I've had any revelations since I've been gone.
We'll cut to break. We'll be back in a few minutes. Everybody go grab a drink. And we'll be right back.
All right. Clickety clickety.
Sorry, you should have outroed that. I don't know why. I was just habit.
You're fine. Bye.
Bye.
Hmm.